Hello, 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 hello again, everybody. Let's put this cross in here. Boom. Yeah. I've been getting a lot of requests as to what my skill build is, and what my cleric build is. Okay. I've been experimenting the live PvP for YouTube, and it's worked out pretty well for me so far. So with this video, I'm gonna explore, or I guess I'm gonna share to you guys as to, oh, there's a sudden quest. I'm gonna share to you guys as to what my skill combo is, okay, for PvP and PvE, okay? So, I think for most of you who has been playing this game, we all know that there are three types of skill here. So you've got the weapon, the active skill, the chain skill, and the ultimate. We also have the roll skills, and of course the spirit. Okay, but we're not gonna go into details. I'm just really gonna show you what my combo is as far as PvP or PvE is concerned. What skills am I using? You can already see the skills here in my bar. So let me explain to you that I switch from defense to offense. If I'm doing PvP, I'm using the offensive rolls here, okay? Because the offensive rolls, it triggers a lot of what do you call this, passive that I like. So it's more on killing. So the passive that I'm equipping right now is Judge's Power, wherein it increases my critical for 13.5 seconds if the enemy is knocked down or airborne. Okay, I have Divine Ascension. Okay, increases counter attack damage when I counter by 37%, which is very big. Okay, and Miracle Time. This is when my HP gets really low, below 10%. It increases my critical plus 5,000 plus Judgment's Power. So it increases a total of my critical by 10,000 points, which is crazy. Okay, now when I use this roll, the active rolls that I use for PvP, as I mentioned earlier, I'm using the attack roll if I do PvP. Okay, number one is Divine Punishment. This is my favorite roll. Okay, because when I do Divine Punishment, it reflects damage up to 7.4% of my HP for 15 seconds. Okay, and it also adds crit resist. You can read it all there. Okay, the next roll, active roll skill that I use during PvP is Recover HP. I like this during PvP because there's another roll skill here on the defensive roll that also recovers HP, but this is way better for PvP because even if people don't smack you with their hammers and their arrows, you'd still recover HP over time for the next 10 seconds. Okay, last but not least on the active roll is Immortality Power. Okay, this is when I become the superhuman cleric. Okay, invincibility for 6.4 seconds, boys, and it adds my critical to up to 11,000 points for 6.4 seconds. So this is the time wherein I kind of do, a chemical reaction mode, some sort, like a Super Saiyan mode. Okay, so these are the things that I use for my active for PvP, as I use the active roll for PvP. Okay, so the combo I use for PvP with active roll on is the last three combos. So I use the mace combo. So I use Divine Breaker normally at 2 consecutive kicks. The Divine Breaker, normally I use it for going after people. Let me just show you again. So okay, no, not that one. Here, this is the Divine Breaker, and I use this. It's somewhat of a second dash. I dash and then dash with Divine Breaker. And the good thing about Divine Breaker is that it lifts people up into the air if you hit them. Okay, therefore triggering your passive roll here, Judge's Power, wherein you immediately increase your critical when people are airborne. So that's why I use this one also to close the gap or the distance between one player. Because normally when I'm on the battlefield, people are running around like crazy, right? So you need this, in my opinion, to get closer to your enemies. Now, once I get close, I use Holy Impact. Okay, so I know the on the active role it only adds threat, but Holy Impact actually is pretty good because I think it hits nearby enemies with holy power. This is one of the most powerful skills that I usually equip. And last but not least, for active role for mace is a Holy Cross to slow enemies down. Again, if I'm on mace mode, if I'm equipping my mace here, I focus on disable. I focus on going after people. So if I'm on mace mode, it's full offensive. Okay, so let me show you my combo for mace mode here with some monsters in the field. So if I'm on mace mode, this is my combo. So okay, RP is coming, is going here. Okay, so if I'm on mace mode, this is my combo. So I do the airborne and then boom, the big cross. Okay, so let me repeat that again. Okay, so Divine Breaker, Holy Impact, and then Holy Cross. So this is the combo again: Divine Breaker, Holy Impact, and then Holy Cross. If they haven't been killed by Holy Impact, you can slow them down with Holy Cross. Okay, so what if, when do you switch to wand? I'll tackle the chain skill also later, but when do you use active mace or active wand? That's the big question for clerics. Okay, so this is my active wand. Now during PvP, when I'm on attack roll, okay, so I use active wand if people are smacking me all over. Okay, so I switch to wand. This is the time when I switch to wand because the wand skills offers a lot of stun. Okay, this is my favorite, lightning bolt. It stuns people. If people are coming after you, I switch to defensive mode and switch to my wand here, wherein I can create a stun. This is the first combo. So stun, then Holy Burst. Okay, so Holy Burst, aside from damage, it actually increases critical resist of target. Okay, I mean decreases the critical resist of target. Okay, for this role. Now the normal combo I have for PvP is actually Lightning Relic would be the last one. Okay, right now you can see I've equipped Lightning Strike because I'm trying to practice this. The reason of which is I got a seal that adds 20% for Lightning Strike. So, but normally I use Lightning Relic. Let me just replace that for a while. Okay, so with this tower beside me, I will be on full-on defensive mode, and I'll be shocking them with my lightning, and I'll be decreasing their critical resist. So if people come at you on PvP, so what you do is what I normally do if they come at me. So you drop the wand, stand behind the wand, stun them, and then decrease their crit resist. Or you can do, you drop the wand for defensive roll, then you go inside the wand, and then you stun them and crit resist. Okay, so that's the combo that I make for PvP. All right, so I'm gonna tackle the other skills for this one. This is for PvP skills. Now for chain scale, I normally use the last three also for mace. Okay, I like to use Divine Crash for stun. Okay, and Justice Crash just for, remember when you're on mace mode, I normally make sure that I go after people. So Judgment Hammer definitely covers a lot of distance. Okay, and it slows the target down. So on my defensive mode, my chain skill on defensive mode, this one I really like. So I slow them down with Grand Cross and then damage them with Chain Lightning. This is the most devastating skill of a cleric. He shoots off lightning and bounces 3 times with this type of damage, okay? I normally one-hit people with this skill, okay? So I'm encouraging you to max this skill out, okay? And then electric detonation, defensive skill for me, okay? So for ultimates on PvP, sometimes I use Thor's hammer, but recently I figured out that Divine Avatar is actually more powerful. Why? Because when you're using Thor's hammer, normally when you're using Thor's hammer, you're vulnerable to the damages around you. Although it's powerful, but you know, people can easily hit your face, you know. While Divine Avatar triggers a plus 590 attack for 10 seconds. This is on level 1, okay? Divine Avatar is an instant damage, okay? So I'd prefer to use Divine Avatar. I just use Thor's hammer now because I was experimenting. I'm gonna do a reset of the skills tomorrow. Now for Wand Ultimate, okay? So I don't use Heavenly Judgment for PvP. It's just suicidal, okay? Because, you know, you go up in the air, it looks cool, and you do the lightning, like you pretend that you're Thor. But again, like Thor's hammer, you're vulnerable to the damage dealers around you. So you could get killed by doing this, okay? So what I do instead, especially for team fights or, you know, guild wars, team wars, okay? I just drop the relic, okay? The miracle relic, I just drop it and, you know, run away. I'm guessing that's what I like to do. Well, anyway, it's really up to you how you want to mix things up with the cleric. But so the biggest takeaway here is that if you want to go offensive, use the hammer, okay? But if you want to go defensive, this is the hammer combo that I use. But if you want to go defensive and people are coming at you, so use this combo. So drop it, okay? Drop the wand, and then decrease their crit resist, and then stun them, okay? So that's the combo. So if people are coming at you on PvP, drop the wand, okay? Go at the center of the wand, decrease their crit resist, and then stun them, and then follow it up with hit, okay? So that's about it. I'm gonna tackle the PvE video on another video, okay? And shout out, by the way, to the people who helped me killing the harpy earlier. I got a green bracelet killing the harpy. Thorjack and the rest of the gang, AJ also. So shout out to them. I'll see you guys in the next video for the PvE skill build. Alright? Thanks. Have a good one. Ciao for now. Bye.